Let's go. 60. Here we go. Ready, set. Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready, ready! Ready, ready! 18, pop, ready, cut!
Damn.
Okay, break! Dragon 60! Check go!
Play inside, please. Oh wait, I gotta bait that other safety. I'm tripping. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Ready, ready! Trap 60! Trap 60! 60 Eagles! Ready, go! Set, go!
Holy shit, Troy Dean.
Ready! 18 card!
Chris Trevor. What the fuck? Straveler, what the fuck? Guys, this is not in game right here, so we're chilling. Down bed.
Ready, ready! Got it! Ready? Ready, cut! Let's go now! Check go! Ready, ready, go! Set up! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Come on! Set! Cougar 19! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Go! Set! Viking 18! Warrior 70! Riggs! Riggs! And action! Let's go! Cowboy 80! 79 Bronco! Huh.
Straveler! Down so bad.
70 Lion! Chap, check, chap, check! Hut, hut. Ready? 19 tight, 19 tight! Ready, ready!
Just wish Chris Silver had a little bit more throw power.
70, Hawk 70.
That's all I need. It'd be perfect then. Wow, Marquise.
Set. Buffalo 18. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Set go. Go. 70 Timberwolf. Check smash. Check smash. Ready, go. Here we go, shot. 19 Lion. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
Holy Strevler. Guys, you guys, I swear he doesn't do this in game. On God.
60. Panther 60. Hurt, hurt. Hurt. Ready, break. Panther 60. Panther 60. Mustang 19. Street, 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 street. Hup.
Fuck. I fucked that one up.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Bronco 80. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hey, Smash. Go Chap, go Chap. Hut, hut.
Straight clamps in the man.
On the set. 60 Eagle. Ready, ready. Ready. Bronco. Ready. Hut. Okay, ready.
First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the to match matchup with the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 81 yards. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Strubler to throw on 1st down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Strubler. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Escapes the sack. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the give, this is Mack. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
Travis Kelce. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. These two teams all tied after 1. On 1st down, Mahomes.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Josh Jones.
And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 36.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing now is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Room here to run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. The handoff, it's Mack. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. Strebler's throw into the hands of Pittman here.
Well, he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Mack.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
On play action, Strebler.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Albert O, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Mahomes now on first down. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Mack to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. To throw is Strebler. Evans has it left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 31. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They go right back to Mack. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it?
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 33. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Strebler to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Julian Blackman. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Staying on the ground with Mack.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said.